everyone, and welcome to Procore Tips and Tricks for all of the field staff out there. First of all, a little bit about ZenTek Consultants. We are a consulting firm that primarily works within the architectural, engineering, construction space to really help our clients purchase and implement the software they need to grow in this complex industry. We provide a single point of contact for our clients to buy, develop, and learn the most vital software systems for both construction and design. ZenTek strives to be your trusted technology partner from initial need through long-term support and training for your staff. We deal with Procore, obviously. We deal with Bluebeam, Autodesk, and all of the Microsoft 365 programs like Word and Excel. So feel free to reach out to us if you guys have any questions. We will put our website and contact email and phone number at the end of this webinar. A little bit about myself. I've been working within the construction industry for about a decade now. Started off as just a basic estimating intern and eventually worked my way up to an owner's rep on a hospital project in my home state of Michigan. I worked in the field for a few years, including on that hospital project. So I was always with the superintendents and foremen. I try to teach all of my classes and do all my webinars from a field perspective when they're, when necessary. So I can give you guys, again, these tips and tricks that you can use to develop and make sure you have a successful project. So what are some things we're going to be covering today? So we're going to be talking about just searching drawings and specifications. From my time, there's a lot of individuals out there who don't know that you can search for a word within a drawing or within a spec. I'm going to give you guys some useful daily log tips so they are not as tedious on a daily basis, along with linking important documentation to your drawings. So the RFIs, these submittals, if you find yourself always referring back to a specific document when you look at a floor plan or a schedule, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that. So kind of with that said, let's open up our iPads and begin. Okay, now that we have our iPad up, and just as a reminder, this can be utilized on any type of mobile device, iPhone, Android phone, Android tablets, mainly because Procore Mobile and Procore for the web have just some different features associated with them. So all of my tips and tricks today are going to be, again, on the mobile version of Procore. So our first kind of tip is searching our drawings and our specifications. So let's open up our drawings tool for a particular project. And right up at the top, we do have a search bar. It's about right here. And we could search two different things in here. First, we can sort by sheet number or sheet name. So if I wanted to look at all of the elevations, here we go. We have all of the elevations on our sheet. Also, you'll notice on some of these, it'll say 1 result found or 3 results found. And if we go into that, such as this 3 results found example, and if we start zooming in, you'll see that Procore automatically highlights the word elevations in orange for us. So it's capturing any of the text on the document itself. Now, where can this actually, shine at? If you've ever had one of those projects that you had a weird fixture or weird type of finish, and you were like, where is this at on my project? You want to make sure you want to install it everywhere and just double check everything. You can search for that finish, fixture, whatever it is, in the search bar. So I'm going to be searching for W3B. That's on our lighting schedule. And as you can see here, it's actually on two different drawings. And if I zoom in, it'll highlight the W3B. So again, incredibly useful. Me personally, I used to use this for fire extinguisher cabinets all the time. Now, we can also get into searching specifications as well. Move on to a different project here. Go to my specifications manual. And just as the drawings tool has, this also has a search function right at the top that I could search anything for. So if I wanted to search for the word concrete, I actually don't have any spec sections with the word concrete in there. This is only the main section here. This project doesn't seem to have anything associated with them, just the overall section. So let me choose another project for us. Hopefully third time is the charm now. Okay, this one has some spec sections. And I'm just going to click on one of these. And if I wanted to look for a particular word inside of this, such as we'll look for the word engineer, just because I know that's in this particular spec section, just so I'm not wasting my time looking for words that aren't within this project. You can see here all the different spec sections that have the word engineer in there. And again, I like to use this for any type of verification of materials. I want to make sure my subcontractors, despite submitting everything as well on a submittal, I still would like to make sure everything is being followed per the spec sections. Or again, if there's some type of detail or schedule within our spec book, we can easily search for it within here. Okay, let's move on to our next tip, which is useful daily log shortcuts. So I'm going to head back to my main menu and go to my daily log. So what you can do at the main screen of Procore is right at the create section, right on the bottom, we actually have a few things that we can create directly from here. The first two items, create notes log and create manpower log, that is tied directly to our daily log. And you can see, depending on how many tools you have associated with your Procore account, we have all the other types of tools. So, if you want to do a punch list, an observation, an RFI, you can also create all of those from here. But let's actually open up the daily log now. And the daily log is one of those things we typically hear. It just is a lot of work. The first thing is, if there's things on here, categories on here, that your company isn't going to require, for example, phone calls, your Procore admin in your office can actually remove that from the daily logs, so you no longer need to see it. If you already have the quality and safety tools within Procore that already help with accidents, we can get rid of that. If you don't have any type of self-performing work, you can get rid of the quantities and productivity as well. That's more or less used for any type of self-performing, or if you're a subcontractor, you utilize the quantities and productivity as well. So if you guys see anything on here that you don't need, you can certainly remove it from your daily log. Again, you just have to reach out to your Procore admin. That makes this a lot more manageable. The Photos tool down here also connects to the main Photos app for Procore. So all of your photos that you take on your daily log will be directly into the Photos tool for Procore. And some major ones that I always like to fill out, and I always recommend to everyone filling them out, always the manpower, very important, to fill out who is on your site every single day. Especially helps with any of those problematic subcontractors. I like to use my own Notes app, but you can certainly use the Notes app within Procore as well for any type of daily logs. Any equipment that we certainly use on site. And for all of these, you can simply just tap on one of them. So for equipment here, and we could click on the plus in the top right, fill out whatever piece of equipment it is, and fill out the rest of this, and you'd be able to submit it. Deliveries, for some reason, every single project I've ever been on, assuming they've lasted more than 3 months, for some reason there is always at least one delivery that has gone missing. Or there's some type of confusion about where that delivery is at, or if it even got delivered. I've had deliveries that have stated I have signed for it, despite it not being my signature at all. Or there's been a weird photo attached to that delivery. You know, if you looked on UPS, they take a photo of the delivery at times, or Amazon. And it's not even at your job site. So the delivery section, I recommend filling it out. If there's a bill of lading or any type of tracking or documentation, take a photo of that. Attach it to this delivery. Fill in who the delivery's from, time, tracking number, pretty important if that's actually available. Again, you spending 1 minute, 2 minutes filling this out right now, it will pay itself back immediately as soon as one package goes missing, because it's going to be very time consuming. Just some tips and tricks here. Put the contents of it, whatever this package was, in here, along with any comments. Where did you store it? Did you store it in a gang box? Did you store it in the office trailer? Is it in the bottom right of your desk? Put where you stored it at, or if you gave it to somebody immediately. Oftentimes, if we have some type of, owner provided light delivery, right? And we need our electrician to install it. We'll just have our electrician sign off on it. And there we go. Put those comments in here. Again, this is really to just help more or less in the future, because I can guarantee you, if you've ever had a delivery or package that has gone missing, it's like 4 hours, 5 hours worth of work, sometimes trying to track down that package, or even if it was delivered to your project site. And again, just saves time overall. Now, one of the last tips I'd like to show you guys, in terms of doing your daily logs, is right at the top of our screen. Right here where you see my mouse cursor and the circle right there. You can actually copy daily logs from one date to another. If I wanted to copy from July 1st to July 2nd, I can select what I want to copy. So, my manpower for the most part stays the same every single day. I might have a couple people that are different or a subcontractor added on or removed. But you can certainly remove a lot of these from our copying. So for my example here, I'm just going to be copying the equipment and our manpower. That's really the only thing that stays the same between these 2 days. Again, every project's a little bit different. If you want to copy over another thing as well, you can certainly do that. And we can click on Done and then Copy Logs. And here on July 2nd now, I have 11 workers and 88 hours logged. I didn't have any equipment yesterday, but it did copy those manpower logs for us. And then we can certainly complete our day right at the bottom. So those are just a few kind of useful daily log shortcuts. And kind of the last thing I want to go over today is linking your important documentation, again, your submittals, your RFIs, to your drawings. So again, let's head back to our tools section. Let's open up a drawing. And we'll just open up this, just basic basement foundation plan here. A little bit easier if you have an Apple Pen, but unfortunately I do not. So this is our typical drawing interface, right? Right on the right-hand side, you'll see all of our tools. We got the pen, we got the cloud, the arrow, etc. And each of these also have additional tools that you can kind of click on twice or tap twice to see differences. One thing that we have is a pin tool. So we could pin photos, punch lists, observations, do some quick capture stuff, or any type of issues. So I'll just do a quick photo here. And if I was to take some photos of, maybe this footing over here. By my pin photo. And I can now choose from my Procore, I could choose from my library, or I could just simply take a photo as well. Just simply take a photo. It'll just be a black screen for us. And it's there now. Now, when you do a markup on a drawing, such as what we just did, we attached a photo, we can click on this. I'm going to add that one. Back to the select tool real quick. Thought I clicked on that. And right at the bottom, we have publish, which publishing will make it so everyone on the project team can access that document or photo or whatever it may be. Right now, only we can see that little pin on our drawings. So our project engineer can't see it yet. I would have to click on it and click on publish. Now, same thing. See if there's some type of schedule in here that I can easily find. Here we go. Those are just details. Well, this will work for us for now. And we'll just go up to this detail right up here. With any of the arrow or cloud, square, or oval tools, you can also start linking other Procore tools to them. Now, your project engineer or somebody in your office may already do this, and I always recommend doing it for all RFIs, but some of the other tools don't get enough love as well. So after you draw your cloud, you can simply click on this, and you'll see how it is got the dashed lines going around it. That means it's selected right now. And if we can simply click on the word link, we have several different items that we can link to. We can link an RFI, we can link a submittal, we could link a document, observation, inspection, or any type of coordination issues. So see if we have any RFIs. We do. So I could link this RFI to this section. There it is. So there's my RFI number 3. Link to this. And again, just as it was before, you got to remember this is not available for everyone yet. So we have to click on it one time and then click on publish. You don't have to do that if it's only going to be for you, if you're taking your own notes. Don't worry about that publish step. Same thing. We also have another thing I recommend is submittals. If you are going through a drawing and you got a lot of different types of finishes, and you always need to refer back to a type of schedule, link your submittal to it. Do I have any submittals on this project? We do. So I'll just do this test submittal here, despite it being open. And it's linked to it. So yeah, submittals. I'll just do one more. The document section, very important. You could link different types of PDFs along with some other types of documents in here that you would like. Again, everyone's drawings are going to be different at the end of the day. Some notes you want to capture, other notes, you might, somebody else might not need. So whatever you are going to need to have a successful project, link those to your drawings, your schedules, anything you would like. That way, when you can easily go back to it, you can easily find it. Find the tool, that RFI, that submittal. Now, to simply look at one of these documents, we just click on RFI 3, for example. Let me actually zoom in and click on it one more time here. I'm going to click on RFI 3. And you can see here all of the information about this RFI. This was just a simple test, so there's really not much in here. And we can even edit it if need be. Maybe I need to open this RFI back up. Maybe I need to change anything. I could edit this entire RFI directly from this plan. And again, I always recommend submittals, your finishes. I worked on a fitness center that had 300 plus different finishes and like 70 different types of wall coverings. I don't expect anyone to memorize every single one of those. However, if you have a finish schedule, you can separate out, or have your project engineer or whomever separate out those finishes on the approved submittal, put them in the documents folder, right, on Procore, and just link each of them. Again, right now you're thinking to yourself, that's a lot of time. But think about every single time you've opened up a 100-page submittal or 100-page, finish schedule, and you need to scroll down each time to try to find what PT4 looks like or what PT4 is. When you do that 2, 3, 4, 5 dozen times, you'll realize that, okay, I actually have time now. And when you go to that detail or schedule, you can just simply click on PT5. Takes you to exactly, PT5 is Sherwin-Williams lights gray. You can easily see that. Other than that, just going to finish off with a few slideshows, a few slides today. Thank you guys for joining me here. So give me 1 minute as I swap over to PowerPoint again. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me today. We give out these tips and tricks and more on our Cattle Call podcast. We host an episode every week. Typically, they're about 20 to 30 minutes as well. And we don't just talk about Procore, we talk about a lot of different topics. Again, we're on all major streaming platforms. Feel free to check them out, or again, visit our website. And we also offer a lot of construction support services as well. We are a Procore Certified Consultant. We have a lot of Procore customers that we help out with for all types of consulting, for estimating, scheduling, project management, and more. You can visit our website to learn a little bit more about our services. And again, contact us at any time. Our website is just ZenTekConsultants.net. You can give us a call at any time at 866-824-4459 or email us. Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of your day.